evening, everybody, and welcome to Gigantic Friday! Yes, so glad you could be with us here tonight on this Friday night. Boy, oh boy, normally we're not on Friday nights unless it's a Musketeers home game, but yeah, tonight we are. So, what the original plan for this broadcast tonight was going to be was that we were going to cover three NCAA games tonight at the same time, and then we were also going to call Sioux Falls and Sioux City as well. However, things have not gone as planned. We'll just say that because I have this new monitor that I got for Christmas that I still really haven't used yet, to be quite honest. So I hooked it up, and it actually works good. Like, I was able to fit like all the games on here, so, and then use like my computer to still do like the ad breaks and things like that. But the audio comes out through here, and even at full volume, it's not very loud. So, obviously, I still want to be able to take commercial breaks to, go use the bathroom or, take a sip of water, whatever I need to do in order to get prepared for something else coming up later on in the show. So, yeah, that kind of... I think we'll still use that, but we're going to have to, like, play the commercials off, like, my phone. So, which will be no big deal, but... Anyway, so the Musketeers, now to the game tonight. The Musketeers come into tonight. They're going to be playing against the number one team in the league. Well, not in the league necessarily, but in the conference in Sioux Falls. Of course, Sioux Falls, they've had a dominant year all year long. And Sioux Falls they went up to Fargo for St. Patrick's Day and gave Fargo a beating of a lifetime, 7-4. Even though the score sounds like it was a closer game, truthfully, it really honestly wasn't. Sioux Falls pretty much controlled that entire game. It's kind of weird because every time Fargo's gone to Sioux Falls, they've played well. And then now this past time when Sioux Falls went up to Fargo, they've played well. So that'll be interesting to see what happens if they play each other again in the playoffs or whenever. So, yeah. And then tonight, this almost is like a playoff preview. This will be the final 2 times we face the Stampede this year. Thank God. Drives me freaking crazy every time we play them, obviously, but I mean, I guess every game, every away team drives me crazy, but some more crazier than others, and Sioux Falls is in that latter category, obviously. So yeah, this will be a really big challenge for Sioux City here tonight. Back-to-back. Last time they did back-to-back against Sioux Falls was back in January. They split the series there. If you're Sioux City, you're hoping for at least a split this weekend, if not both wins, because Lincoln is right now tied with us at 59 points. They hit kind of a downward spiral throughout December, January, and February, but this March they have really stepped it up. So Sioux City, they need to continue to step it up for them, and they have got to play a full 60 minutes. It's been a problem for this Musketeers team this year, is playing a full and good 60 minutes of hockey, because once they let go of that, then they start making all kinds of mistakes, and by the time they do finally come back and get back to playing good hockey, a lot of times, as you've seen this year, it's just been too little too late almost. So yeah, that's a challenge that has really hurt Sioux City this year. So, hopefully, at least this weekend, they can try and turn that ship back around. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun one this weekend. And speaking of the playoffs, when we talk about the playoffs, it's sounding like Sioux City probably more than likely will not get that first round bye, which, honestly, just hearing what the schedule is going to be like for the whole postseason this year, that might not be as bad as you might think. Now, the thing is that I think just looking at the schedule and when the league's going to start everything, it's looking like all the playoff games this year will take place on like a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, except for Game 5 of the Clark Cup Finals, which will be on a Tuesday night if the season even goes that far. So, which is good. I mean, fans have been wanting that for I don't know how many years. And it looks like they're finally going to get it for once. So, yay, good for them. And me too. So, as you know, we have this weekend, next weekend, and then Easter weekend, and then that's it for the regular season. And then round 1 will take place the following weekend. However, the teams that get the first round bye won't get to play that following weekend, and instead they have to wait basically that's basically a bye week for them. So then they wouldn't even play. Like their last game will be on the 4th, but then we wouldn't be playing them again until at least the 17th, or the team that got the first round bye. They wouldn't be playing. So, I mean, we saw what has happened when you get a first round bye, at least in college football this year. In fact, they were making that comparison in the coaches show, Jason Kirshner and Curtis Anderson, because they were talking about the format and the days when they're playing and things like that. And they talked about how the first round buys can sometimes hurt teams because then it's too much rest, because it'll be basically 13 days from the end of the regular season to the first game of the postseason for the teams that get a first round bye. Is that too much time? So, but it's much better than playing 5 games in 4 days, or 40 games in 5, what was it? 5 games in 6 days last year, like Sioux City did. Although, and this is the reason why I'm giving you all this context, because I was just listening to the pregame show about 5 minutes before we came on the air tonight, and Curtis said something, and oh my God, I nearly died. It made me so mad and so upset. Really a wide range of emotions. And what he said was that if the Musketeers, obviously, will play some playoff hockey, that first round will be, instead of being at the Tyson, it'll be at the, what they call the IBP Ice Center. Now that's like one of the main practice facilities for Sioux City. And of course, the reason why they're doing that is because the circus is going to be in town and they're going to be taking up the Tyson. So it's just like, yay, great, lovely. I like how it's never been a problem in the 20 years that the Muskies have, well, 23 years now it will be. Out of the first 20 years the Musketeers have been in that building, it has never been a problem. We've been able to have the circus and, do all that fun stuff and have it not be a problem. But for whatever reason, the last 3 years, it has always been some sort of scheduling conflict that screws the whole damn thing up. Like, I don't know how this has happened the last 3 years, but oh my God. So it's sounding like we're probably more than likely not going to be traveling to Sioux City for round 1, and which would suck because that's all home games, but it's just the way it is. Luckily enough, we'll have at least 1 game in the second round if we advance. But, which I think more than likely we probably will advance, not to get, cocky or anything like that, but I think we'll be playing in the second round. We're good enough to get into the second round, so we just gotta, like I said in the pregame, just play a full 60 minutes and we'll be just fine, but... So, yeah, it's going to be something, but we'll worry about that when we get to there, so we still got about 3.5 weeks left, so let's get past the next 3 weeks of the season, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Sorry, we got a... Oh, great. Sorry, I had to clear off the camera because it looks kind of weird. Yeah, that didn't fix it, really. But anyways, listen to Sioux City can defend against that transition. God. Okay, that was even worse than the last time I cleaned it off. They want to push, they want to catch you, they want odd man, they score regularly when they do that. Their end zone offense is really good. Okay, that's still not good. Lots of shots. Any shot is a good shot for them, and they look for... Okay, no, okay, actually, you know what? That might have fixed it. Sioux City, they want to be... Well, coach doesn't want to call it conservative, smart with their D. So you want to play smart offense, meaning offense while thinking on the defense. On your feet, so yeah, basically. So you're going to have to score goals against this game. Now, of course, it's at Sioux Falls. They're going to show those replays during the middle of the action. So you don't want to make a mistake. There will be odd men. That's just the way it is. which will be annoying, but we'll deal with it when we get to it.
And race that baby back to where you are covering up the guys.
Okay, I think we got the ice issues here figured out.
Maybe? I don't know.
We're just kind of standing around, so we don't know what the heck's going on.
A little bit, make sure it's all nice. So, anyways, so yeah, defend well.
Tonight, Ryder Shea will be the goaltender in for Sioux City, and then let's see. Well, I don't have the league website pulled up here, so couldn't tell you what the starting lineup is for Sioux City, but that's okay.
Solomon, Brody, Bongo, and Felbergs have the face-off. And right now, Sioux Falls will win the draw.
Well, of course, Sioux Falls wins it. Here's Bongo, feeds it on over Brody. Browdy. I call him Browdy, so Shea taps it out towards center ice. Here's Luke Gary with it up the right side. Gary sends it off the boards down behind the corner, behind the net of Feldbergs. Boy, there's a lot of empty seats in Sioux Falls. That is uncharacteristic. That is for sure. Thomas Zoko with this one. Zoko crossing mid-ice. Somebody lost the footing from Sioux City. That was Shane Gould that sent off the boards. Just icing. Boy, oh boy. Just so close. So it looks like the second line of Gary, and O'Leary has started. And then Shane Gould. And then, let's see, I just had the lineup pulled up. In fact, we'll pull it up now, because why not? Kyle O'Leary. Or wait, no, he's not a defenseman. Derek Olson. He was the other one. There we go. Here's Shea with it behind the net. Shea feeds it on to Mason Stenger. Over the stick of Vatne. Sending it back in there was Runkowski into the hands of Ryder Shea. Oh God, you gotta watch out for Wade Weil, or else you're gonna be screwed. Tonight's scratches for Sioux City. I believe it's just, well, we have an Elfie scratch in two. Well, obviously Lenny Geiger isn't playing tonight because he's suspended, so. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. Oh, okay, Travis Poliski's on suspend. In fact, this should be his last night suspended. So we'll sure we'll gladly welcome him back tomorrow for sure. Anderson sends it back behind the net of Feldbergs. Sioux Falls takes this one. Ryder Betzold crossing center, feeds it on. Runkowski takes a shot, save made by Ryder Shea. Wild on the rebound, was stopped by Shea. Bro, a minute and 42 seconds, and the guy is just like, let's make some noise! And then, you know, everybody with those damn cowbells. Although they won't be welcomed in the Tyson Event Center next season, at least for away team fans. Because I guess somebody from the staff of our arena told Sioux Falls fans that they can't have cowbells next year. So that'll be interesting. And the building will become a lot more quieter because of that. Because if I'm being honest, yeah, all they do is just ring cowbells. Like, nothing comes out of their voice. They don't really cheer or anything like that. At least the people that have cowbells do that. So it's just funny how those things are sometimes. There's a shot went wide of Feldbergs. Shot got blocked in front from Carr, taken there by Jeffress towards center, and then he got knocked down. Nothing called, of course. Macrina with it, crossing midcourt. He got tripped up. Nothing called. Shot went wide of Shea. Taken out towards center. William Tomko takes this one. Tomko here to Ashton Schultz. And it's played offside. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. BS. Who knows who's out there?
And,
Bruh, girl's literally looking at the Jumbotron and literally doesn't react for 10 seconds before she realizes, oh, hey, I'm on the scoreboard. Ooh. Like, shut up. My God. Shot save made there by Shea. Good golly, Miss Molly. Ooh, a big hit there on somebody from Sioux Falls. Couldn't tell who, but booting with it. Because when he landed on the ice and turned around, all that ice he picked up was just laying on his jersey. So, I mean, geez Louise. Anthony Bongo with this one. Yeah. I would make a joke, but I'm just going to stay silent. That's all. I think that's a wise decision to do. Booting with it there at the blue line. And it's played off sides, because of course it is. 3.5 minutes into this one. Well, and I've seen the puck a lot more in Sioux Falls' end so far here tonight than in a lot of games we played against them. So, I mean, that'll help, but you also have to do something. Uh-oh, here's a nice one. Giveaway here. Here's Jeffress with it. Jeffress out front! Stopped by Feldbergs! Ooh, so close. But, yeah, if you could just capitalize on, like, right there, turnovers in their own zone, I mean, even if, you know, it doesn't go in, I mean, that'll give, that's something. That's something, at least. Something we don't see very often from Sioux City when they play Sioux Falls, so... well, forget that. It just kind of stays at the blue line. Tomko with it up the left side. Tomko plays it off the boards back behind the net with Feldbergs. Feldbergs plays it out to Macrina off the boards. Giveaway. Anderson keeps it in. Jeffress takes this one. Jeffress pass out there towards the net. Ooh, right through the stick of, well, a couple of guys. One from each side, I should say. Tomko takes this one at the blue line. Tomko tries to keep it in. Can't get it to anywhere, and it's poked out towards center. However, it's not cleared out. Tomko back towards the blue line. Somebody's stick went flying. Oh, right through the stick of Stenger, and then he slipped and fell. So here's Tomko with it. Tomko feeds it back behind the net there of Feldbergs. Feldbergs on over there. Can't tell who that is. Manasov. That's who it was. Out of play into the Sioux Falls bench. Yeah, because Jason Kersner has said this all season long, and I 100% agree. I mean, we could play any team. In fact, I believe this for every single team, that, you know, if you play well, you can play just about any team in the league, whatever league you're in, whether in any sport, really. I mean, if you play well, you can easily beat the other team. Thick with 3 C's. Anderson with this one off the boards out towards center ice. Picked up there by Jake Prunty. Prunty feeds it on Runkowski. Runkowski behind the net. Tobias Omen with it. Omen out towards the blue line. Here's Browdy. A shot got blocked there in front, and it's set out towards center. Dyer feeds it off. Kyle O'Leary up the right side. O'Leary sent back behind the net. Kersner already juggling up the lines here. Well, unless he's broken up some of them, which, no, it doesn't look like he has. And, of course, they could just be out there because, there's going to be a penalty coming up. It sounds like this is going to be on Sioux City, which is just lovely. So Sioux Falls will have the power play when we come back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Maybe.
There is a revolution coming.
Excuse me? What do you mean?
The future is staring back at us like a perfect picture on glass. And this future, it must be protected.
What's it got to do with me?
Look,
What is it?
it will change everything. That's why they want to stop it. future is staring back at you. LG OLED TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Sioux Falls on the power play here. Puck will be sent all the way down ice. So Sioux City, well, they cleared the puck, so they're starting out well. I mean, if Sioux City can clear that, or not clear it, but kill this off, that would be huge. Puck is tied up in the corner. Jeffress sends it off the boards and down ice. Nicely done. Parenti will take this one. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to pull up my camera. God, scare me to death. Jeez Louise. Hang on one sec. Shoot, then I did that. Sugar, we're going down, swinging. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Puck sent out towards the blue line. Omen down low. Betzel, shot got blocked. Down, D'Alessandro clears it down ice. So Feldbergs will hang on to this one. Yeah, Sioux City on special teams hasn't been all that great. We'll just say that. Although last weekend was really pretty good. So let's hope that'll continue on this weekend. 5 seconds left on the Sioux Falls power play. Pass out there in front. It's loose. Solomon's shot went wide. Baby, baby. Well, Muskies are back in full strength. So here's Carr with it in the corner. Carr sent out in front. Brent Solomon towards the blue line. Browdy tipped there in front. Off the board, Zoko at the blue line sends it back behind the net. Cooper Soller, he gets knocked down in front of the boards. Of course, everybody in the Sioux Falls crowd wants a penalty. Like, no, that's a clean hit. Like, no way, you're getting penalty for that. Or we are, I should say, not they. But there's a shot, got tipped into the netting and out of play.
11:36 to play, period number 1. Sioux Falls got 1 shot on net on that power play.
Yeah, so that's good.
And let's see who's out there. It looks like
just got to keep that up.
there, along with Booten and Martin. And then Olsen and Gould. Other side working is Zoko, Soller, Solomon.
In fact, right now, Sioux Falls is on track to only get 8 shots in this period, so just imagine that. And Sioux City just 3, so yeah, that's just the way it is. There we go. Martin with it towards the net. Shot save made Feldbergs, and he covers it up. Uh-oh. Extras going on there because Booten got taken out there in front of the goal. And, of course, it's always Sioux Falls that's got to provoke crap like that. Oh, and then somebody from Sioux Falls just pushed aside Booten. That was not a very good thing to do. Oh, it was the linesman. Well, no kidding. Now, I guess, and this is rumor, at least I think it is, I'm not sure. Well, I guess that, of course, we all know Sioux Falls, their team is just a bunch of, you know, baloney. But I guess there's a league official going in every single game to watch the Sioux Falls coach. Just to watch him, just to see, you know, if he's breaking any rules or doing something like that, pulling some BS that they should know about. And so I just kind of find that interesting. Face-off will come to the right of Feldberg. So I found that very interesting. So they might be cheating their way into the postseason with the first round bye, all that. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. Holtby sends it on over across. Okay, zoom in. I can't see the freaking numbers. Bongo with it. Bongo out towards center. They're having trouble with the puck. Here's Daniil Booten up the right side with it. Booten. Pass there. Martineau shot saved by Feldbergs. Yeah, Sioux City, they're giving it to Sioux Falls now. Look who's daddy now. That's what Sioux City is saying. Oh, really? Okay. Kidding, obviously. Face-offs one. Here's Carr with it towards the blue line. Carr takes a shot. Save made by Feldbergs. Not yet, at least. Face-offs one. Puck will be sent down into the circle. Grimes picked up there. Gavin Gary with it. Gary off the boards. Into the corner. Taken there by Matthew Grimes. Grimes out towards center. Grimes up the left side. Here's Grimes. Batted away there by Carr. Then he gets thrown into the boards. Nothing is called, nor should there have been. Rankowski, the Grimes out in front. Shot save made by Shea. Carr sends it around the boards. Not quite out. Now it will go out. Omen picked up there. Manasau sent off the boards. Back behind the net there of Ryder Shea. Christian Lyons will take it behind the net. Lyons sent off the boards for Dyer. Dyer up the left side, taken there by Wade Weil. Weil behind the net, off the boards towards center. Here's Anderson with it. Picked up Vatne with it. Vatne, oh boy, he's slashed, he's hooked, he's everything, and nothing is called. I hate that so much. Good God, shot went wide. Do something. Damn it, do something. D'Alessandro shot went wide. Yeah, I don't know if I told you that or not, but I guess shot save made there. Oh, we're going to have a penalty. Wade Weil is going to the box, so Sioux City's going to have the power play. Well, Wade Weil, he's high up in the penalty minutes region, so not entirely shocking. We'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this.
Introducing the new Subaru Impreza suspension. Its longer wheel travel and lower friction give a smoother ride, which makes it kind of rough for some of our competitors.
New Mother Revive with caffeine, tea, and yerba mate. Heaps of energy to conquer the day.
You've got your sunrise, you caught a prize, you're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites, you, your friends, and your Johnson. Rooster tails, water trails, you, your kids, and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights, you, your girl, and your Johnson.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
Shoot, there we go. Welcome back, everybody. Muskies on the power play. They took a couple of shots, but Feldberg's coming up clutch on that one. Not bad. It's been worse, that's for sure. Face-off will come to the left of Feldberg's. Face-off's one. Gould, boy, out towards center. That was rough. Tomko sends it off the boards. Now, there was a chance that Sioux City was going to shake up their power play a little bit, and it looks like they have a little bit. Gould pass across, cannot connect with Gavin Gary. Puck sent all the way down ice. Here's Tomko with it. Tomko sent behind the net. Off the boards towards center. Uh-oh, puck's given away. Here's Solomon. Shot saved by Shea. Boy, we lucked down on that one, and it's cleared down ice. Luke Gary with it at center. Luke taking Omen. Omen up the right side. Omen, shot save made there by Shea. Here's Luke Gary with it. Feeds it on over to Anderson. Larv down there in the corner. Luke Gary out to Max Anderson. Shot went up high and out of play.
Will change up the power play to their second unit. Anderson already joined. There's Stanger out there. O'Leary, Trey Jeffress, Botman.
Down the record machine. Got some Joan Jett and Black Hearts. I love rock and roll. It's a good song. Singing I love rock. Boy, Sioux City up to 9 shots compared to Sioux Falls' 5. That's kind of crazy, I gotta say. Well, of course they're not going to drop the freaking puck, Curtis. Come on. They're going to make us wait and wait and wait and freaking wait. Stanger with it. Thank God I don't have a hot date after this game, or else we'd be in freaking trouble. Stanger with it down there in the corner there. Jeffress back behind the net. Out one loose. Wade Weil will clear it down ice. Yeah, maybe one more opportunity if Sioux City can get it down there on the power play. Excuse me. Stanger leaves it there for Vatne. O'Leary off the boards and offsides. Jeez Louise. Yeah, well, that would make sense. There's only 5 seconds left on the power play here, so. That one lady looks like Sabrina Carpenter they just showed. Swear to God. Face-offs won. Sioux Falls barely won it. Puck sent down into the corner, though. Stampede back at full strength out of the box. Here's Solomon with it. Shot save made there by Shea. Out towards center, taken there by Jake Prunty. Prunty now to Grimes. Dumps it down into the hands of Gavin Carr. Carr sends it off the boards towards center. Almost had a 2-on-1. There's a shot save made there by Feldbergs from Bailey. Here's Solomon with this one. Solomon, nice moves, just lost control of the puck. That defense looking good right now for Sioux City, I'll tell you that much. Puck rolls back behind the net. Feldbergs into the corner. Manisau with this one. Manisau up the left side, sent out towards center ice. Derek Olsen with it in the corner. Olsen picked up Shane Gould with this one. Gould at center. Here's Dakota Bailey after it. Bailey dubs it down into the corner. Here's Luke Gary with this one. Luke Gary, puck sent out towards center here for freaking Grimes. Grimes off the boards, down low into the corner. And a scramble for Gould with this one. Gould trying to get it out towards center. Luke Gary. Oh boy, we got a 3-on-2 here. Gavin Gary with this one. Back to Luke Gary. Luke Gary sends it towards the net, into the corner. O'Leary in front. Gavin Gary taken right back there by Sioux Falls. Okay, I gotta hide that. There we go. Soller with it behind the net. Taking there. Stanger got a stick on it. Feeds it on to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro has it in the circle. Puck sent off the boards to Luke Gary. Tomko with this one. Tomko on over. Stanger shot. Save made there by Feldbergs. William Tomko with it behind the net. Tomko into the corner. Jeffress with this one. Jeffress towards the blue line. Picked up there by Jake Marins. Here's Marins with it. Out towards center. 5:08 left to go here in this first period. We're still tied up at 0. Shots 11-6 in favor of Sioux City. Kind of a shocker, at least there. And normally that number would be flipped around, but not tonight. I mean, Sioux City, they're playing like they did last Friday. A much better start to the game, because the first 20 minutes last Friday were just god-awful for Sioux City. The last 2 periods, though, ended up pretty good, but by then it was just a little too late. Here's Schultz with this one. Schultz, now Manasau sends it back off the boards behind the net. Shea plays it off. Ashton Schultz with this one. Schultz off the boards towards center. Jeffress picked off. Here's Chuha with this one. Chuha out there in front. Save made there by Shea. Now it's Dyer with it off the boards. Out towards center. Rolls into the corner. Uh-oh. Sioux City took down a guy from Sioux Falls, as they should have, but here's Anderson with this one. Anderson in the circle. Down low. Dyer shot. Save made by Feldbergs. Ooh. Here's Gould with this one behind the net there for Prunty. Prunty. He's sent into the boards. Well, where's the puck? Went into the freaking benches.
3:40 left in the first period. Sioux City has Sioux Falls, which is kind of crazy.
I don't know why I did that, but
They're going to say it didn't go off of Olsen and went off a Sioux Falls player, and they're going to take the face off.
Oh, good. Oh, good. You might as well. Now the league is finally going to rig a game in favor of us. So, only took them a matter of time. Because if you rig it for one team, you got to rig it for everyone. Here's O'Leary with this one, back behind the net. Boy, he was taken down, and then he got pinned to the ground by Bongo. In fact, he still wasn't fully up as of 3 seconds ago. Now he is, but here's Zoko with this one. Zoko sends it on in there in the slot. Gavin Gary taking it away, sends it to Luke Gary towards center. Here's Zoko with this one. Zoko taken there by Browdy. Browdy out towards center. Soller. Here's Zoko with it. Picked up there by Solomon at the blue line. Solomon on over across. Went through the stick of somebody. Puck will roll down ice. Here's Brent Solomon with this one. Solomon sends it off the boards. There's Grimes with this one. Grimes set into the boards. I think he played it offside. Yep, he did. 2:39 left to go here in this first period. We're tied up at 0 a pop. Some bozo from Sioux Falls on the scoreboard. You gotta love that. Tomko and Schultz at the draw. 28 versus 28 at the face-off. It is 1. 2.5 left to go here in this first. Schultz picks this one up at center. Schultz there at center. D'Alessandro with it. Schultz feeds it on over to Mason Stanger. Stanger off the boards towards center. Taken down into the corner. Stanger out there in front. Here's Macrina with this one. Macrina back for Chuha. Chuha out towards center. Picked up there Mason Stanger. Stanger, boy, he kind of bobbled it there a second. That's actually D'Alessandro with that one. D'Alessandro sent into the boards. Yeah. Somebody pinned him up against the boards. Had a little bit of a stalker kind of following him. Yeah, they know each other. That's not a good thing, I'll tell you that much. At least not in my case. Manasau. I don't want to know who they are. That's why. Shot went wide. Pass out there in front. Schultz will take this one. Here's Tomko out towards center. Okay. I don't think that should have been, but Whatever.
Reconstruct the scoreboard.
Whatever.
So Sioux City has to keep their 5 out there with the icing call.
Great. Great.
Botnay's out there.
That's always a good thing.
Rinkowski, Betzold, Pullman line for the Stampede. Manasson, Grimes.
So Tomko and Schultz once again. Or actually, that's Renkowski, I should say. Whatever. Grimes a shot in the netting and out of play. Yeah, Shea hasn't had to do very much work. I mean, here and there, he'll face a few, but
The logo on the side of Ryder's goalie mask, it has that old SC.
with the sword through it.
Well, let's see how about it dates back to 01-02 season. It was the Clark Cup Championship.
Gonna say early 2000s. Yeah, shot was stopped there by Shea.
Got it. Glove saved by
Iconic. You can't get more iconic than that. That's for sure. I mean, you had the Puck Man, you know, the guy on my shirt. I mean, that's pretty classic, if I do say so myself. So, yeah. Face-off's one. Here's Manasau with it. Manasau on to Grimes. Grimes. Shot went right through the crease. Here's Dyer with it. Dyer. Out towards center. Boy, they're trying to clear it out, but Sioux Falls is just in the way, which is nothing new, but I'm just saying. Carr with it out towards center. Carr picked up there for Dyer. Dyer. Yeah, it is. Anderson with it. Sends it down. Shot save Feldbergs. Rebound. Bongo with it behind the net. Bongo. 35 seconds left to go here in this one. Dyer takes this at the blue line. At least he's trying. Betzold with this one. Betzold on back. Brownie towards the net. Intercepted. Puck sent out towards center. 20 seconds left to go here in this first. Betzold on back there for Zoko. Shot out in front. Save made. Shea. Rebound. Dyer trying to get to it. Gould batted. Come on. Oh, and then Dyer got tripped up. Nothing called, of course. 5 seconds left to go. Zoko with this one towards the blue line. Here's Zoko. Looks like they're going to shot. Saved by Shea. And that's the end of one period of play. Woo! Yeah. Sioux City, they've played well so far, if I do say so myself. 0-0. As we'll come back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
She Odelled it. She Odelled it.
Totally Odelled it.
She was out of bounds. I can't believe OBJ is at this wedding.
I can't believe that convertible's a Buick.
That convertible's a Buick?
The all-new Cascada convertible. Yes, it's a Buick.
She Odelled it. She Odelled it.
Totally Odelled it.
She was out of bounds. I can't believe OBJ is at this wedding.
I can't believe that convertible's a Buick.
That convertible's a Buick?
The all-new Cascada convertible. Yes, it's a Buick.
Today's forecast calls for record-breaking temperatures throughout the metropolitan area.
I think we just accidentally kissed. Quick, do something manly.
Bang. Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the intermission has been extended by about a couple of minutes here, so we have a couple of more minutes. Right now, we got some ladies doing some aerial tricks or something. The weird things the Stampede people come up with for intermission entertainment are just freaking crazy and a little unnecessary, if I'm being honest, but that's just the way it is sometimes. Anyway, let's take a look. It is the intermission break, so we'll recap that first period. Yeah, things started out pretty good for Sioux City. Nothing too special or anything like that, but a good start that you'll want to have versus Sioux Falls. So they did well there. 5:47 in, Luke Gary went in 2 minutes for holding. 10:34, Wade Wild, 2 minutes for high sticking. Those were the only penalty shots. 13-10 in favor of Sioux City. Scores from across the league now. Waterloo up 3-0 with 15:42 left to go in the third period over Team USA. Madison leads Muskegon 3-0. They're just getting started with the third. Right now, Youngstown leads Chicago 1-0 at the end of the first. Team USA is at Omaha, tied up at 0 at the end of one. Des Moines leads Fargo 3-2 at the end of the first. Obviously our game, and then Cedar Rapids leads Tri-City 2-1 at the end of the first, and then tied up at 0 also at the end of the first. Green Bay is at Dubuque. March Madness. Here we go. Right now Purdue leads Queens University 53-36, and then that's with they're 2 minutes into the second half. 2.5 minutes, I should say. 4.5 minutes into the second half, St. John's leads UNI 49-36. UCLA leads UCF 46-34 with 15:57 left to go in the second half. Right now, Iowa with a 59-53 lead over Clemson with 2:17 left to go in the second half. Coming up shortly, Prairie View A&M will be at Florida at, well, just a little over half an hour from now, I should say, at 9:25 scheduled to take place. It might be a little bit after that, obviously. California Baptist is at Kansas at 9:45. Furman's at UConn at 10 o'clock. And at 10:10, Missouri is at Miami. Arizona beat Long Island University earlier today, 92-58. Iowa State beat Tennessee State, 108-74. Virginia beat Wright State, 82-73. Alabama beat Hofstra 90-70. Texas Tech beat Akron 91-71. Tennessee beat Miami of Ohio 78-56. Kentucky beat Santa Clara 89-84 in overtime. And then Utah State beat Villanova 86-76. MLB scores. It's still spring training, obviously. Yeah, right now, top of the 9th inning. Right now, the Yankees lead the Orioles 3-1. Bottom of the 8th, the Marlins lead the Astros 7-4. Top of the 7th, the Marlins lead the Nationals 3-2. Bottom of the 3rd, the Giants lead the Royals 3-2. Coming up shortly, the Reds will be at the Cubs, as well as the Padres at the Dodgers, the Mariners at the Guardians, Giants at the Rangers, as well as the Cubs at the A's. And then coming up at 9:10 Eastern Time, Colorado will be at San Diego, as well as the Brewers at the Diamondbacks. Earlier games, Tampa Bay beat Boston 2-0. Blue Jays beat the Twins 2-1. Ending in a tie, the Tigers are at the Phillies 4-4. That was the final there. Cardinals beat the Mets 4-3. Angels beat the White Sox 4-3. Braves beat the Pirates 8-1. Right, okay, yeah, we won't talk about those. We'll go straight to NHL now for Friday night. 5 games going on right now. Hurricanes lead the Maple Leafs 3-2 in the second intermission. Capitals lead the Devils 1-0 with 1:47 left to go in the second intermission. I don't know why I said that, but anyway, tied up at 0. Avalanche are at the Blackhawks with 9:21 left to go in the first. And then coming up at 9 Eastern, the Panthers are at the Flames. And then at 10, Ducks at the Mammoth. NBA scores. Right now, the Nets lead the Knicks 50-44 at halftime. Pistons lead the Warriors 57-50 at the half. Rockets lead the Hawks 45-35 with 8:37 left to go in the second quarter. Grizzlies beat they're leading the Celtics, I should say, 41-58 with 6:54 left to go in the second quarter, I should say. Trailblazers lead the Timberwolves 52-42 with 5:47 left to go in the second quarter. Raptors are at the Nuggets here coming up shortly later on tonight. So, yeah, that's basically about it in terms of scores from across the country. Coming up the rest of the weekend here on RVN, we'll get started at about 5:30-ish Eastern time tomorrow because we'll have 4 games going on at the same time tomorrow night. We'll do TCU at Duke, as well as I believe it's Texas A&M in Houston, Texas at Gonzaga, and shoot, why can't I think of the other one? Oh, it's VCU in Illinois. That's what it is. So we'll have that for you coming up right here tomorrow afternoon, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on RVN. The reason why, even though TCU and Duke kicks off at 5:15, I have to go because my uncle and aunt are going to be on a road trip and the kids. Since they'll be road tripping tomorrow, I have to go let out the dogs. So yeah, he only said I had to do it one time in the late afternoon, so I'll be over there at 4 o'clock Central Time to do that, and then we'll be here in time 4:30 for the live. So there you go. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then Sunday, because I need to rest my voice for like one day, so we're not going to do anything on Sunday. So yeah, we'll take a break when we come back. Second period after this. Don't go anywhere. And a word from your local RVN station.
You hear something new at fountains today. People who think young say, Pepsi, please.
The lively crowd today agrees. Those who think young say Pepsi, please. Pepsi. For those who think young, come alive. Come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation. You're in the Pepsi generation. You're in the Pepsi generation. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Pepsi's got that special taste created for the cold. You've got Shiny style, ain't nothing wrong with your style. Shawty, let's try a Pepsi. Pepsi, for those who think young.
All right, making the pizza, making the pizza. Sprinkle the cheese, sprinkle the cheese. Hey, if you're looking for the best pizza, wings, subs, and salads, you need to give us a try. Eat in, take out, or delivered to your door. The huge line of specialty pizzas is second to none, and with 3 different restaurants to choose from. That's right, 3. Gang Mills, Lawrenceville, Elkwood. Making the pizza, making the pizza. So stop on down to one of 3 great locations or call us up to let our crews hook you up. Oh, yeah.
This flat tire needs a man, but when there's no man around, when there's no man around, Goodyear should be. Why? Watch this. New Goodyear Double Eagle carries its own spare inside. Lifeguard safety spare. A tire in a tire. Keeps on going. Next time, give her a second chance.
When you order a Schlitz, you don't think about the months it takes us to brew and age it. But the long, careful, golden age of Schlitz is what makes it America's choicest premium beer. Oh, but when you're out of Schlitz, you're a disaster. You're out of beer, Schlitz.
Edgar, I shall take the voice of this lovely woman, Mrs. Trump, and put it into this damn. Why? To tell the world the benefits of Aflac with sex appeal. Brilliant, sir! I know. Now throw the switch.
If you're hurt and can't work, Aflac can help pay your bills with cash.
Genius! And her? Aflac!
Welcome back, everybody. Well, coming up next week here on RVN, we'll have March Madness coverage once again. We'll have coverage of the Sweet 16 both Thursday night and Friday night of next week, as well as we'll have Musketeers hockey. Wednesday will be in Fargo, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all at home. Final homestand of the regular season. Obviously, we won't be down there Friday, but we'll be down there Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah, that'll be exciting stuff. Friday and Saturday versus Madison. Tri-City on Sunday afternoon to close it all out. Also on Wednesday night, as well as Sioux City and Fargo. We will also have coverage of the NBA between Cleveland and Detroit, I believe. That's the matchup. And then we'll have NHL coverage between Boston and Buffalo. So, yeah, that'll be exciting stuff. So, all of that coverage next week starting at... And I believe we'll also be covering opening day baseball, too, between the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. So, yeah, Wednesday through Sunday and next week. Ooh, it's going to be so good. So, yeah, we'll take a break when we come back. Second period after this. Don't go anywhere.
City buses like diesel fuel. Little fellas take economy gasoline. Folks in the middle go for regular. And powerful cars use premium. No-Nox is a special premium with additives that stop cars from knocking. Imagine what No-Nox can do for a car that doesn't knock. Try a little and see.
Decisions. Do I want good, rich flavor or one that's lower in tar than the best-selling Filter King?
Wait. Now one cigarette gives you both. Pall Mall Gold. Newest U.S. government figures show Pall Mall Gold 100s now lower in tar than the best-selling Filter King. Longer, yet now lower in tar than the best-selling Filter King. You make out better at both ends with Big Tip Pall Mall Gold. Tastier, milder. Pall Mall Menthol, too.
Hey! I'm the new adjustable Gillette Techmatic razor. My brother, the old Techmatic, was made for average beards, but I have this new thing on the cartridge. I can take care of light beards, not so light beards, average beards, heavy beards, and even heavier beards. At this setting, I'll give you the closest shave you've ever had in your life. Remember my name, the new adjustable Gillette Techmatic razor.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it is now time for the second period of play here coming up. We are tied up at 0 up top. Heck yeah. That'll be exciting, that's for sure. We'll switch sides here, so let's do this. If you factor it.
Well, here's Lyons and Carr. And there's Tomko, Schultz, and Jeffress for the Musketeers for period.
Here we go. Zoko will take the draw with Tomko. And we're off and underway here in this second period. Sioux City won the draw, sent immediately down into the hands of Feldbergs. Bongo will take this one towards center. Bongo picked up there by Zoko. Here's Zoko. Pass on over towards the blue line. Picked up there by Browdy. Browdy out towards center for Zoko. Here's Zoko to Brent Solomon. Nice pass across to Soller. Sent down into the corner off of his stick. Here's Tomko with this one off the boards. Jeffress with this one. Schultz to Jeffress. There we go. Jeffress spins around Bongo, and he got tripped up. Nothing called. Should have been, but no, we're not going to call it. Bongo at center. Puck is sent down back behind the net there of Feldbergs. Feldbergs picked up there by Browdy. Browdy at center. Batted way up high into the air. Here for Vatne. Martineau feeds it off to Dyer. Dyer down behind the net. Max Anderson was there. Anderson. Now Vatne with this one. Here's Vatne's shot went up high and wide on Feldbergs. D'Alessandro with this one there. Vatne's shot went wide. Couldn't get the rebound. Now Dyer sent back behind the net. Dyer loosed it back behind the net. Vatne is there. Here's Vatne. Pass across. D'Alessandro scores! Daniel D'Alessandro. Muskie's on the board first. It's 1-0.
D'Alessandro's coming strong to the net. Put it right on him. Sioux City strikes first. It's 1-0 on the RP Constructor scoreboard. And just a great look.
Ding, 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 ding.
26 seconds. And for Daniel, that's goal number 2.
Yeah.
So Sioux City striking
Yeah, you need goals from in order to beat Sioux Falls, you know, it's always Luke Gary or William Tomko. You know, it's one of the top two lines, or Shane Gould on the defensive side scoring all the points. And, you know, you need points from guys like D'Alessandro. You know, Dallas Potter last week versus Waterloo. Travis Poliski. Like, you need some of these guys to score in order to win. Kind of might even take the workload off of all those guys a little bit, too, as well. So, D'Alessandro, his second goal of the year. I mean, whether it's his first or second, I don't care. As long as we got a goal and we got a lead, that's all I care about. Jason Kirshner said, sure, collecting points is good, but he's not necessarily worried about that this weekend. He's just worried about if whether or not this team can compete against teams like Sioux Falls or Fargo in the postseason. And really, they've proved all year they could, but it's just depends on the night, basically, I think, personally. Got to have a strong shift after you have a goal, too. That's something else we always like to stress. Here's Grimes. Takes a shot save made there by Shea. Gold with it. Feeds it out. Martineau off the boards down into the corner. Well, no, there are two guys there. I mean, if he would have called icing, those two guys would have gone smash into the boards. And that's killed people, so let's maybe not do that. Puck's in a scramble for it down low in the corner. Here's Gavin Gary with it. Gary shot save made by Feldbergs. Oh, looks like Sioux City, they're picking up from where they left off in this second, so that's good. Speaking of Buffalo, when I was talking about that during the intermission, in the last 40 games, they're 32-6-2. That's the best 40-game stretch in the NHL since the 95-96 Red Wings. And I believe they won 62 games that year, so, I mean, that's pretty darn good, that's for sure. Oh, and happy birthday to Andy Reid. Well, a day late, but, yeah. 68 years old. Golly. Okay, I refreshed my feed on Facebook, but yet it's all the same posts. I swear if it's 3 times in a row. Okay, it won't be, so there you go. Here's a shot save made by Feldbergs, picked up there by Macrina. Macrina, hand of the hand, Schultz towards center. Here's Chuha, shot save by Shea, rebound, stopped by Shea, and then he gets ran over. My goodness. That is just so stupid. Yeah, it looks like Shea's okay, thank goodness, but you always got to be really protective of your goaltenders. Always. Right, and well, and that's why. That's kind of like a strategy. Because the home team, like Curtis said, they get the final line change. So, I mean, if you switch up your lines, then that just confuses the other team. So, that's honestly a bit of a strategy. Kirshner's smart when it comes to that. Shot save made there by Feldbergs. Back behind the net, taken down there in the circle. Sent off the boards towards center. Stanger behind the net. Over the stick of Feldbergs. Browdy off the boards towards center. Marins, nice pass across, cannot connect with Rankowski. Now a bouncing shot saved by Shea. Uh-oh, Marins. Oh, and Stanger just took down Marins. Now Stanger gets pushed aside by him. Or I should say Stanger pushes Marins. There we go. Yeah, second game he's playing in. Wow. Yeah, so that's a good way. 2 games back into the season for Marins, and yeah, there's your welcome back present. Schultz will take the draw with Aiden Dyer. You gotta love that. And a false start, of course. No, that's nothing new. I mean, geez Louise. Schultz wins the draw. Face-offs 1. Puck sent into the circle. Shuha with it. Shot saved by Shea. Rebound. It rolls out towards center. Vatne. Behind the net. Picked up there. Dyer. Dyer. Out towards the blue line. Who's number 17 for Sioux Falls? They don't have a 17. At least I'm pretty sure they don't. Grimes with it up the right side. Grimes out in front, lost control of it. Anderson. Now let's look at that. Nick Nelson, that's who it is. Nicholas Nelson. Well, this is only his 2nd career game played with Sioux Falls, so I mean. Yeah, wow. And it's the low-scoring close games that Kirshner stresses they have to win, so. I mean, as long as you got a lead, that's really all I care. As long as you got more goals than the other team by the end of the game, that's all I care about. Jacobson rolls back behind the net. Here's Tobias Omen with it. Omen behind. Picked up there. Cooper Soller. Renkowski with it behind the net. Renkowski towards the blue line. Marcus Jacobson. Shot got blocked. Jacobson again. Out Manisau. Shot got blocked. Down into the corner. There you go. Renkowski with it behind. Picked up Omen towards the blue line. Manisau sends it down into the corner. Went way up into the air and it falls in the corner. Here's Shane Gould with it there. Gould in the circle, taking their Vatne towards center. Down ice and icing. Interesting. There's a guy there, but okay. 14:54. Gotta like that number. You do. Dyer picked at the face-off with Schultz. Dyer won it. Puck sent off the boards and down into the seats down there. That one makes sense. Well, that's what you're supposed to do on icing, so I mean... There's 2 kids with filters on there, and the one kid doesn't know what the heck he's looking at. My goodness. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute.
There's no such thing as the perfect tour to Europe. TWA learned that 22 years ago, when we began working with travel agents on European tours. So we've covered ourselves. We offer literally hundreds of tours to Europe. No matter where you want to go, no matter how much time you have to spend, nor how much money you have to spend. With so much to choose from, it should be very easy for you and your travel agent to find the perfect TWA tour for you. And now's the perfect time to plan. Come in and take a tour of our tours.
Welcome back, everybody. 14:49 left to go here in the second period. Sioux City still with the 1-0 lead. Yeah, well, that's what we need. Here's Bongo. Tip there in front. It rolls down into the corner. Soller's there. Odd-angled shot got blocked. Here's Luke Gehry with it back the other way, although Sioux Falls almost immediately had them trapped. Gary with it behind the net. Luke down low. Down low. Kyle O'Leary with this one out towards center. Taken there by Zoko. Zoko off the boards. Into the corner. Zoko with it behind the net. Picked up Gavin Gary with this one. Gary in a scramble for. Gould with it. Spun around a guy. Gould up towards center. There's a shot. Got blocked there in front. O'Leary sent off the boards towards center. 6 minutes have gone here in this second. Shea will just kind of leave it and spin it around the boards. Kind of stopped. Now it's Gould. Feeds it on over to Olsen. Olsen off the boards towards center. Taking there Anthony Bongo. Rolling into the corner, Runkowski behind the net. There, Omen. Pass out in front. And Betzold shot went wide. Luke Gary with it at center. Luke Gary picked up there by Tobias Omen. Omen. Here's a shot of scores. Boy, oh boy. Just like that, we are tied.
Here's Omen. He came right down the middle. And a nice shot. Omen picks up his 15th goal of the season. We're tied at 1 on the RP Constructor scoreboard. Time of the goal, 6 minutes and 41 seconds. Tobias Omen gets 2 balls on the board and now tied.
Boy, oh boy.
All right, time for a good shift here. This will be Schultz, Topko, Jeffress out there for the Musketeers. Lyons and Carr, other side, Macrina, Schultz, and Chuha.
Oh, who cares?
Manasaw on the other side. Here's the face-off. Musketeers will win the draw this time. Bring it back to Carr. Over to his left end is going to be Lyons. Now chopped all the way down.
Yeah, it's those breakaway chances that just kind of screws you sometimes.
Right to Schultz. Schultz battles after it and lost his stick, so he tried to kick it out front. 2 balls will pick it up.
Well, I will say they haven't cut to a replay in the middle of the play very much, so that's good. So at least they've got that all figured out. Here's Carr with it there at center. Tomko. Now Chuha through his stick. Offsides is called.
12:46 to play in period number 2. We're tied at 1. Dyer, Botnay, and Max Anderson. This line's played really well. They're going to go Runkowski, Betzel, Bowman, who just got the goal for 2 balls to tie this game up.
Runkowski wins it. Here's Betzold with it back behind the net, although Sioux City forces them back behind the net. Botnay almost intercepted there in front. Veldberg's made the stop. That was close. Puck sent out towards center. It rolls down ice. Yeah, they see me roll, and Stanger takes this one off the boards towards center. D'Alessandro with it behind the net. D'Alessandro picked up there by Stanger. Now here's Dyer with this one. Dyer back behind the net. Dyer off the boards. Out towards center. Mishandled there by Votney. On over there, Weil. Tipped Montero. That'll should have gone for icing, but no. Marins now. Dyer behind the net. Stanger with this one. Stanger. Off the boards. Runkowski towards center. Votney. Votney. Here for D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro in the corner. Behind the net, it's in a scramble for. Marins with this one. Marins sent down into the corner. Oh, somebody lost their stick from Sioux Falls. Had to play with their feet. This ain't called soccer. Prunty with this one. Prunty, nice moves in the circle. Prunty pass across. Shoddy scores. And that is Holpe. And it's 2-1.
That's goal number 6 on the season, and the Stampede score back-to-back. Their offense woke up, and they lead 2-1 on the RP Constructor scoreboard.
Fourth liner, exactly. So he's not even that good of a player. Good. West Point will teach him a lesson or two. To not screw with us.
Face off at center ice. Gotta get back to goal, back and play in their zone now. Here is
Yeah, Sioux City, they had a great first, but they have really... And the start of the second was okay, but... Since then, it just has not gone Sioux City's way. Exactly. And that's pretty much what they just did, so...
Here they come, coming across. Here is Gould just off his stick. It's played right back out to center ice. Zoko will have it in his own zone. He'll be harassed by Martineau on the play. They'll weave looking up through traffic. Martineau got a stick on it. Nice job by Pavel. And Pavel will have it.
Here's Martineau, pass out in front. Daniil Booten lost control of it. It rolls down into the corner. Martineau with it in the corner. Martineau towards the blue line, through the legs of Olsen and out towards center. Sent off the glass. Zoko will keep it in. Back behind the net. Here's Olsen with it. Olsen off the boards. Tip there. Booten picked up Chuha with this one. Chuha sends it down into the corner. They did call icing. I saw the light turned on. I couldn't hear the whistle, but...
in the second. Sioux City trailing 2-1. Here's Darb. Schultz on the other side. Ace off on the circle.
Guy realized he was on the scoreboard, but by then it was too late. Chuha there for Schultz. A shot he lost control of it. Back behind the net. Well, O'Leary with it up the right side. Here's O'Leary. And back behind the net. Felbergs was there. Here's Gould with it. Booten out there in front. Puck is loose. Now it's taken there by Gavin Gary. Gary, shot save. Well, it went wide from Felbergs. Luke Gary throws it. Shot was stopped by Felbergs. 9:36 left to go in the first period. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute.
If you crossed a clam with a tomato, you'd get a clamato. Clamato, the delightful blend of clams and tomatoes from Mott's. Not quite like clams or tomato juice. Tomato has its own flavor. Light, refreshing, rejuvenating. You have to taste it to believe it. Try Mott's Clamato. And you thought Mott's just made great apple sauce.
Latest U.S. government figures show Silverthin's lowest in tar and nicotine of all 100 tested. Lower than most kings. Can a cigarette that tastes as good as Silverthin's actually be that low in tar and nicotine? Read United States government figures. Try Silverthin's now in menthol, too.
Welcome back, everybody. 9:36 left to go in the second period. Sioux Falls with a 2-1 lead. Sioux City, they got to come back here. They started out the first period well, but they kind of lost it here in the second. Face off is one. Puck is sent down ice. Sorry, just trying to shot score. My goodness.
And the Stampede, they have awoken.
Yeah, no kidding.
A nice centering pass, and Rinkowski buries it.
I can't believe this. I really honestly can't.
Goals in the USHL finds himself in really good places. 39th goal of the season. Out of the goal, 10 minutes and 45 seconds. So Sioux City now get things woken up. They played so strong.
Yeah, they do. My goodness.
And now Sioux Falls kind of getting a groove here.
And when they do, things like that happen. So there you go. Oh, now they show the replay right after we drop the puck. Could have been doing that instead of doing your godforsaken long shot on the player. Like, my goodness. And now you're still focused on him. My goodness. Get back to the play. Golly. Tomko there in front. Oh, shot up high on Schultz. Boy, Feldbergs, he was out of position, so that would have been just a beauty. Gould in the corner out in front. Schultz. Uh-oh. There's a break. 3-on-2 almost. Marins feeds it on back. Pass cross. Rankowski. Marins couldn't make a connection. Marins with it in the corner. Marins out there in front. Zoko behind the net. Zoko poked around. Here's Jeffress with this one. Off the boards. Tomko towards center. Taken there. Zoko. Holtby tipped off the boards. Down into the corner. No icing called. Picked up there by Nicholas Nelson. No, it's his third game played, Curtis. But okay. Dyer with it up the left side. Here's Dyer. Stops. Well, nobody was really there, so Anderson with it in the corner. Anderson popped up into the air. Dyer in a scramble for. Solomon has this one. Puck is sent out towards center ice. Lyons with it. Down low into the corner. Lyons behind the net. Off the boards. Tip Vatne. It rolls down ice. And icing is called. Naturally. Boy. Wham, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am.
That's what coach said. You can't keep them scoreless. It's just not going to happen.
But what you can do is score more goals than them.
Average on the season, 4.25 goals for. They're playing better now, too.
Face-off's one. Here's Prunty with this one. Prunty takes his shots. Went wide to Shea. Taken down low in the circle. Anderson is there. Whacked out towards the blue line. Shot went wide behind the net of Shea. Dyer. Vatne out towards center. Now Soller takes this one. Here's Soller. A shot went wide to Shea. Well, they had a wide open net and they somehow couldn't convert on that. The best team in the league can't even convert on an open net. That's embarrassing. Here's Soller with it behind the net. Picked up there by Gavin Carr. Carr off the board. Solomon keeps it in. Well, they got it out. Not very far out, but they got it out. Here's Zoko with it at the blue line. Zoko in the circle. Lost control of it. Here's Dyer with it. Dyer off the boards. Vatne off the right side. Tomko picked up Vatne. He's pushed aside there by Zoko and sent down ice. 6:05 left to go here in this second is what I should say. That goes for icing. 3-1, boy. That one hurts a little bit. Well, I could tell it was you just gotta pay attention, Curtis. I mean, that's...
Here's O'Leary, Larvin, Garv. Gotta win a draw here. That's something. They haven't won a lot of draws in this game. That's a wonder to keep the zone.
It's okay, it happens. Schultz will take the draw with Tomko. Here's Stenger with it down low in the circle. Luke Gary, a shot save made by Feldberg. Gavin Gary, I guess, sorry. Okay, why would you call him Lenard's? Lenard was just fine. Why did you have to add an S to that? It's so stupid. Like, come on, come on.
City, I think they're going to keep the same five out there. Sioux Falls, they want to change. It's going to be Rankowski's line, Omen and Metzel.
Yeah, I'd be sleepy too if I had to watch Sioux Falls. My goodness.
Musketeers chops at it, trying to work it away from the linesman. Here's O'Leary coming over.
That's for sure.
Down low. Grimes tries to clear, but taking off the puck. Nice job is going to be Luke. Over left side. Shot! Save! Rebound!
Ah, darn it. That was close.
And now steer it up. D'Alessandro.
Get more shots, and one of them will go through at some point. Uh-oh, Gavin Gary's hurt.
Around traffic coming downhill.
Oh, stop the... Blow the freaking whistle.
And looks like guard down on the ice. Okay.
He was down for like 10 seconds, and the refs never blew the whistle.
He's going to use his stick to stand up. And let's see.
Well, it looked like he's limping a little bit.
Skating on one.
That is not
Skate right now.
good. Gosh, and he's already been gone for the first half of the year, and ever since he's came back, he's been a tremendous player, and boy, if he got hurt again, that is not...
I didn't see how he went down, but he was down on the ice.
On the replay, didn't really give a good, however you want to call it, give a good shot of it.
Switch goalie sticks for Ryder Shea.
Guess the one stick got broke or something. In fact, here, let me see if... Because they showed a replay, but the camera went by so fast. So let's see, how did Gavin go?
Gavin getting some help off the ice. That is not good.
Gavin made the shot, made a couple of shots.
Favoring lower body.
Yeah, you can't really tell. But boy, if we lost Gavin for a while, that now would be the worst time for that to happen. But we just hope and pray he's okay. Shuha. Oh my God, really? Really? On what?
Bailey having words with one of the Stampede players on his way into the penalty box.
Good, as he should. Show him who's boss.
This will be power play number 2. I didn't see that again. It sure didn't look like he touched much of him.
Because he probably didn't, that's why.
There he goes, right corner, Bailey. That's not much, I'll tell you. He lost his foot.
Of course it ain't much. You think the officials want us to win? You, Curtis, look, we got to be honest here. Does he seriously think that the officials in the league want us to win anything? There's no way he can think that. Because I don't think that. Hell no. It's been proven.
And it's going to be Prunty, Ullman, Renkowski, Betzel, and Schultz.
And the league offices are going to rot in hell because of it, too, as well. So there you go.
And coming across right side, looking in, curl it back to
Schultz, back there for Prunty. No, they like teams like Sioux Falls and Fargo and Dubuque and Muskegon. They like those teams. They don't like us. Even though we've got the most amount of history of any team in the league. I mean, even though Waterloo's older than us, I mean, it's not the same franchise. So, like, that doesn't really count in a way, at least to me. But that's just me. I mean, the whole Waterloo thing, their history is just a complex. I mean, so is Sioux City's, because the team almost shut down a few times, actually. So, because even though at the mid-'80s, when arguably they were at their peak, I mean, I guess they were still struggling to pay the rent on the arena. Here's Luke Gary with it. Luke, and shot saved by Feldbergs. That was a great shorthanded opportunity. Shot save made by Shea, and that's cleared. There you go. Let's hope the Sioux Falls power play gives Sioux City maybe a little. Oh, here they go to the replay, so there's that. They were doing so good about that in the first part of the game, and now that's starting to suck as well. So there you go. That one's cleared once again. Here they go to another replay. No, they didn't. Not this time, at least, but they will. Don't worry. Manisau, Macrina. Macrina in the circle, back for Grimes. Grimes to Macrina. Pass across, slap shot save made by Shea. Bailey comes out of the box. O'Leary up the right side to Bailey. Bailey in! Poke check by Feldbergs. Poke check, that's why.
Oh, Dakota Bailey.
Yeah, Sioux City, they've had a couple of great chances here, but Feldbergs just come out strong. Schultz out in front. Martineau shot was stopped there by Feldbergs. Yeah, Sioux City, I think they're starting to find their rhythm here a little bit once again, so that's good. If it could just result in a couple of goals, that would be even better. But that's not the case right now. 2:37 left to go in the second. Yeah, luckily enough, we've got the intermission coming up here, so. Martineau will take the draw with Renkowski's out there with Gavin and Luke. Along with Shane Gold and Derek Olsen. Puck is sent out towards center ice. Shane Gold trying to poke it in, taken there by Betzold up the right side. Betzold in, he stopped there by Gold, and they kind of go sliding into the boards. Choppy play, yeah. Boy, Curtis just accused Sioux Falls of looking for penalties. I don't blame him. That's why their coach has been being watched by the league this year. Because of crap like that, he pulls. Gavin Gary shot save made by Feldbergs. Well, it's good to see Gavin's back out there and doing fine. Because gave us a scare. Shot, he scores. Are you freaking kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. It's 4-1 just like that.
That's going to be Renkowski again. I want to see how it went off.
Goal number 40. Well, he probably cheated, number 1, so. Let's see. Ullman pass on over there. Browdy. Yeah, Renkowski was just right there, right time.
Just a piece. Just a piece on a stick. It just popped.
Oh, the piece was all they needed. That's
Good stick by Renkowski.
all it takes.
And so here we go. Sioux City in trouble here after such a great start of the period. 4 straight goals by Sioux Falls, and Musketeers got
That hurts.
offense here now.
Although, you know what? They've had bigger comebacks before, so let's.
Puck is loose. The goal line up for some reason. Here comes the
Still?
cross again, looking in.
Shot went wide to Ryder Shea. I thought they would maybe pull Shea after that, but. Although a couple of those, I mean, it was going to be tough for Shea to save anyway, so. 1 minute left to go here in the second. Yeah, let's get. Okay, well, the score bug is covering Feldbergs' net. Shot, save, made. So I can't see what's going on there. Like, that's ridiculous. Shot. Ooh. Right up high and wide. That was almost 5-1 right there. If it would have been, I would have lost my mind.
Almost. That was very close to another setup goal there.
27 seconds left to go. Stanger. Towards the Alvin. Here we go to a replay. Well, Macrina fell on his ass while he was shooting that, so I mean, Stanger, D'Alessandro, shot got blocked there by Feldbergs. Here's Dyer behind the net, out there in front, Anderson. Anderson, shot saved by Feldbergs. With 5.2 left and some extras, somebody decided to be an ass. Renkowski, it looks like, so no shocker there. 40 goals on the year, and he's the captain. He wants to act like an idiot. I mean, come on. Back away. If you think Max is bothering you that much, then geez Louise. Just knock it the frick off. Dyer will take the... Well, I bet you Anderson was going to go for the face-off, then the one linesman told him not to. Shocker, I know, but we'll take a break. That is the end of 2 periods of play. We'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
What's her name? What's her name? Snow White.
Snow White, honey, you gotta go and finish light music. You're gonna want it all over again. And then we hop over to Ireland and see my relatives.
Relatives? Oh, you know.
You can see 22 countries in 5 days.
This is the time when people are planning their vacations and confusion is king.
I want the fresh air and Christmas.
PWA thinks you ought to see your travel agent before planning a vacation. He can save you time, money, aggravation.
Hey! Champagne! Artichoke!
Artichokes in the kitchen is 10 feet away.
You don't love me anymore!
You settled? We're gonna take the economy tour.
What's that?
That's where you stay home.
Your travel agent may even save your marriage.
You can take Salem out of the country, but you can't take the country out of Salem.
Super King Size Salem, the extra length cigarette that takes your taste to the country, wherever you light up.
You can take Salem out of the country, but
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
If you're looking for good taste in your cigarette, we're playing your song. Your next car, the great new Chrysler, the possible dream. A special car, a whole new world. Now more a reality than you ever thought possible. Now more luxury than you ever thought you could afford. Now more attainable than ever. Chrysler, the possible dream.
Like a dream come true. Your next car is Chrysler. Your next car is here today.
To run, too thick to drip. Gillette Foamy, hands down.
I have an announcement that might make other color TV sets obsolete. RCA is introducing non-smear color TV. I'm going to split in half and give you a simulated demonstration. You get this kind of smear when the tuner doesn't filter out interfering signals. RCA has developed a new transistorized tuner that filters better than anyone else's. Non-smear color TV. The second smear, inaccurate fine-tuning. Most TV sets fine-tune with partial accuracy. RCA is the only one that automatically fine-tunes with virtually 100% accuracy. Non-smear color TV. Now that I'm put together, why don't you swing it to your nearest RCA dealer? If you don't buy RCA, you may be buying an obsolete color TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, boy, that was a rough second period for Sioux City. I mean, when Sioux Falls scores, I mean, it just doesn't stop, does it? I mean, my goodness. I mean, they started out the period great. They scored a goal. And then ever since then, it's been ugly. We'll just say that. In Sioux City, they've had some good shots, but I don't know. It's just freaking something. I know that. It's just something. Anyway, let's take a look back at that second period, even though I don't really want to, but we're required to. So there you go. We'll recap that second. Things got a little more interesting that period, obviously. Shocker, I know. Well, it started out at 126. Daniel D'Alessandro got his second of the year from Elias Fontenay and Aiden Dyer. That made it a 1-0 game. Then it was all Sioux Falls from there. Tobias Omen scored unassisted at 6:41, and then at 8:36, Tommy Holtby scored from Jake Prunty and Brock Schultz. That made it a 2-1 game. Then at 10:46, Logan Renkowski scored from Tobias Omen and Jack Browdy. That made it a 3-1 game. Then at the 15-minute mark of the second period, Dakota Bailey got 2 minutes for checking from behind. 18:10, Logan Renkowski scored from Jack Browdy and Tobias Omen. And that made it a 4-1 game. So, yeah. Scores from across the league. Waterloo beat Team USA earlier tonight 3-2. Madison beat Muskegon 3-2. Right now leading at the end of 2. Youngstown leads Chicago 2-1. Omaha leads Team USA 4-1 going into the third period. Fargo leads Des Moines 4-3 going into the third period. Of course, our game. Right now, 14:50 left to go in the third. Cedar Rapids leads Tri-City 2-1. And then Green Bay leads Dubuque by a score of 2-1 at the end of 2 periods of play. College basketball now because, well, why not? 26 seconds left to go in the second half. Looks like UCLA is going to get a victory versus UCF, 72-65. Florida right now leads Prairie View A&M by a score of 7-3. That game just got tipped off here about, well, it says 9:25 the game started at, but I know for a fact that's not what time it started. That coming up at 10:07 p.m., we've got California Baptist at Kansas as well as Missouri at Miami, and then Furman is at UConn at 10:15, so there's that. And Arizona beat LIU 92-58. Iowa State beat Tennessee State 108-74. Purdue beat Queens 74-71. Virginia beat Wright State 82-73. Alabama beat Hofstra 90-70. Texas Tech beat Akron 91-71. St. John's beat UNI 79-53. Tennessee beat Miami of Ohio 78-56. Kentucky beat Santa Clara in overtime 89-84. Utah State beat Villanova 86-76. And then Iowa beat Clemson 67-61. MLB scores. Right now, top of the 8th inning, the Giants lead the Royals 4-2. Giants lead the Rangers. They're tied, actually, at 0 going into the top of the 4th. Right now, bottom of the 3rd, the Reds lead the Cubs 5-0. Dodgers lead the Padres 1-0. Rockies lead the Padres 1-0. Middle of the 3rd, the Cubs lead the A's 1-0. Make that bottom 3rd now. And at the end of 3, Rockies with a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the 2nd right now, Seattle leads Cleveland 10-2. And all 10 of those runs coming in the 2nd inning for the Mariners. So, wow. Tied up at 2, the Brewers are at the D-backs. Bottom of the 2nd. Now the rest are all finals. The Rays beat the Red Sox 2-0. Blue Jays beat the Twins 2-1. Ending in a tie at 4, the Tigers are at the Phillies. Cardinals beat the Mets 4-3. Angels beat the White Sox 4-3. Braves beat the Pirates 8-1. Marlins beat the Astros 7-4. And the Yankees beat the Orioles 3-1. Marlins beat the Nationals 3-2. NHL scores here on this Friday night. Right now, 8:15 left to go in the second period. The Avalanche lead the Blackhawks 2-1. First intermission, the Panthers are at the Flames tied up at 0. 10 p.m. Eastern time, the Ducks are at the Mammoth. And then earlier tonight, the Hurricanes beat the Maple Leafs 4-3 in overtime. And then the Capitals beat the Devils 2-1. NBA scores. Right now, the Nets lead the Knicks 85-84 with 3:43 left to go in the 4th quarter. Is there going to be an upset there as well? My goodness, if there is. Right now, Detroit leads Golden State 113-94 with 1:48 left to go in the fourth quarter. Rockets lead the Hawks 95-71 with 1:13 left to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies lead the Celtics 82-77 with 1:25 left to go in the third quarter. Right now, Trailblazers lead the Timberwolves 87-86 at the end of 3 quarters of play. Then the Raptors lead the Nuggets 42-38 with 6:59 left to go in the first half. So yeah, that's all the scores from across the country. Hang on, I'm just gonna check something here quick. So give me 2 seconds here. That's all, just 2. That's all I need is 2. I don't know why. What's that one demon in the scary movies that it just sounded like there? I forget what her name is. It's like, well, no, it's not Momo. It's something. I can't remember what. Can't remember what the girl's name is, but it's something like that. That goes like wah 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 la la, like that or whatever. And like I said, I forget her name, but you know. So there you go. Okay, and then let's see here. It's at 10:07. Okay, I think we're good to go now. So I don't know why I did that, but that's just me. And you know what? If you don't like it, well then I don't care. There goes that. But boy, Sioux City, they're going to have to play like they did in the first if they want to have a shot at winning this game. And scoring a bunch would help too. I mean, Curtis said during the broadcast that our coach said during the pregame that, you know, Sioux Falls is always going to score a goal. Like, you're not going to be able to shut them out. And I'm like, that's not necessarily true. You know, even though they are the best team in the league and they score over 4 goals a game, you know, that doesn't mean they're not going to not score, I guess, is the phrasing I should put it. Like, I just think that was a stupid comment, to be quite honest with you. I mean, as much as I love Coach Kersner and I've stood up for him, that was kind of a stupid comment. Sorry, but that's just me. Didn't say I'm right, but I usually am right, so, about things like that. So there you go. Alrighty, boy, it feels like we should have only about 5 minutes left in the intermission, but we're just under 7 minutes left, and I really have nothing else really to talk about, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, Oh, I start work tomorrow, darn it. I don't like that. Yeah, no, it's not that big of a deal. It's just, you know, spring ball. As you know, I'm part of the film crew for my college's football team. So, yeah, that starts right back up tomorrow. Excuse me. So, yeah. Yeah. Raise your yeah. Oh, some things, man, I tell you. Some things just really love to piss me off. Sioux Falls, they're very high on that list, as a lot of you can assume. In fact, you don't really even need to assume, but there you go. Let's see, I think we're going to go to break. Yeah. We're going to take a break. Third period coming up. It has to be a big one if Sioux City wants a chance to win. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The Great Plymouth Sale is now. Featuring special savings on specially equipped Fury, Valiant, Barracuda, and Belvedere models. Savings on such extras as white wall tires, vinyl roof, all vinyl interior, and others.
see. When Plymouth has a sale, it isn't just good. It's great.
Wait till I tell him about this back home.
You don't have Lady Barber's in America.
I don't know why not.
It's very common here in Sweden.
Stop. Don't stop. Stop. I'm sorry, honey. I've been spoiled.
I don't understand. It's spoiled. Yes, you don't know.
The spoiler. You have to feel it to understand it.
The Great American Cover-Up. When perspiration wetness shows up, we cover up. Well, cover up no more. Right Guard introduces a special Right Guard for people who need extra protection against wetness. New Right Guard antiperspirant in the silver can. Checks wetness with the most powerful anti-wetness agent ever put in a can. New Right Guard antiperspirant. Cover up no more.
An announcement that might make other color TV sets obsolete. RCA is introducing non-smear color TV. I'm going to split in half and give you a simulated demonstration. This kind of smear is when the tuner doesn't filter out interfering signals. RCA has developed a new transistorized tuner that filters better than anyone else's. Non-smear color TV. The second smear. Inaccurate fine-tuning. Most TV sets fine-tune with only partial accuracy. RCA is the only one that automatically fine-tunes with virtually 100% accuracy. Non-smear color TV. Now that I'm put together, why don't you split? Your nearest RCA dealer?
RCA non-smear color TV. If you don't buy RCA, you may be buying an obsolete color set.
Take a good, deep breath. It's getting better, isn't it? People are starting to care about air pollution and do something. We've added detergent additives to our Phillips 66 gasolines and Top Arctic motor oils, the anti-pollution team, to help keep your carburetor, pistons, PCV valve, and other engine parts clean while you drive. Because when your engine stays cleaner, the air stays cleaner. The anti-pollution team, only from Phillips 66.
These have got 22,000 miles on now, and there's hardly any tread wear. They're fantastic. I talk about these tires to people that don't have them and they don't believe me.
The more you drive on it, the more you'll believe it. The Goodyear Custom Wide Tread Polyglass tire can give you up to double the mileage of our best-selling tire. If it doesn't say Goodyear, it can't be Polyglass.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, third period is coming up, and boy, oh boy. Sioux City, they've had miracle comebacks before. But it's going to take a massive one to come back here. That is for sure. Oh God, they got all the shirtless people doing Cotton Eye Joe.
Welcome back, Curtis Anderson with you, getting set for period number 3. Well, 4-1 is the score on the RP Constructor scoreboard.
Boy, these kids that they're showing on the Jumbotron, they need to eat a little more because you can see their rib cage, and oh God, it just looks disgusting to me. If anything's gonna get me in trouble, it's gonna be that comment, what I just said right there. But you know what? I don't give a crap at this point. So. Yeah, Sioux City, they had a lot of good chances during that second period. It just Feldbergs came up strong, so those things happen sometimes.
On the ice for the third period. It's Max Anderson and Schultz, and
Schultz will take the draw with Zoko. And we're off and underway here in this third period. Puck will be sent down into the corner here for Bongo. Bongo around the boards. Out towards center. Here's Luke Gehry with it. Now for Zoko. Soller sends it. Puck shot. Went wide here of Ryder Shea. Grimes will take this one out towards center. Here's Schultz with it. Schultz crossing the blue line. Luke Gehry with it. Back behind the net. There's Schultz. Schultz feeds it around the boards. Matthew Grimes is there. Grimes off the boards. Down low in the circle. Puck is in a scramble for. Out towards center. Gold will dump it in. Picked up there by Grimes at center. Grimes taking up the right side. Here's Grimes with it. Sends it down into the corner. Grimes out there in front. Puck is loose in the crease. Ooh, and they couldn't get a shot off. Wide open net. That's the second wide open net they've missed. I don't know what in the world's up with that, but that puck is up and out of play. That I do know. So, there you go.
So what I'm going to see now is O'Leary and Garb with Tomko out there this time around. Trying to shake things up a little bit, maybe find some offense. Kowski line out there, he's got 2 goals tonight.
Oh, who cares what he's got? Face-offs one, puck will roll all the way down ice. Picked up at center, that's Anthony Bongo with it at the blue line. Bongo sends it on over Omen, crossing the blue line. Omen. There's a shot up block there in front. Puck will be sent into the corner. O'Leary off the boards. Whack there is Gavin Gehry. Gehry sent off the boards back behind the net. Taking there Kyle O'Leary towards the net. Bongo sent off the boards. Gavin Gehry keeps it in. Here's O'Leary with this one. O'Leary in the corner. O'Leary. Minute and 40 seconds into this third period here. Here's Omen with it. Omen, a shot save made by Shea. Here's Betzold with it down low in the corner. Out towards the blue line. There's a shot there by Nicholas, whoever that was, Nelson. Of course, the score bug is covering up where the action is. Second time it's done that. Yeah, their production needs a lot of work. A lot of work. Like, I get it, it's not going to be perfect. You know, it's not going to be like a regular broadcast, but Gavin Carr will take this one. Carr sent all the way back behind the net.
Receive a pass and then throw it all the way down. Mark New tries to track it down. Dyer will have it on the right wing side. Here's Mark New. Hobble. Jeffress pops it in the air. Musketeers trying to find some zone pressure right now. Some possession time to work from there. Stampede on Nelson's stick. Gives it off.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to plug this because we don't need that anymore. There's Mark New with it. Shot got stopped. Oh wait, no. I was looking at the D'Alessandro goal on Facebook. I knew that didn't look right. Here's Mark New with it. Shea drags it down into the corner. Mark New up the right side there for Dyer towards center. Here's Dyer. Sends it in off the boards down into the corner. Here's Marcus Jacobson with it behind the net. Jacobson out towards center. Throws it right back behind the net there. Potter with this one. Now Vatne poked out of play.
16:34 to play, period number 3. Sioux City trails 4-1. Here's Dakota Bailey coming off the bench. He's going to be up there with Booten and Potter. Vatne was late on his shift at back there. Olsen and Gould out there for the Musketeers. This is going to be Holtby and Marin. I want to see who's double shifting. They only have 2 on that line.
Gronkowski, of course it is. Dip, you know what? We all know he's an ass. I mean, come on. It's not hard to figure out that one, I'll tell you that much. Not the brightest bulb in the shed. I think that's what they say, is it? Is it not? Something like that. 4 minutes have gone here in this third period. Puck picked up there by Marins. Marins out towards center. Marins 2-on-2. Marins pass across to Holtby in the circle. Holtby with this one. On over across. Here's Bongo. Shot went wide. Went wide. There you go. Bongo with it. Quote that one. Oh my God. Really? Really?
End up taking him down on it. They're going to call it a hold. Sure. Time of the penalty is going to be 4:15. Sioux Falls will have their third power play of the game. They're 0 for 2 right now. It's going to be Solomon, Zoko, Soller, Macrina, and Roti. This is their second unit out there. And time of the penalty is going to be 4:15. So gotta kill this baby off here.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Also good on the PK. It's going to be Tomko taking
Very
it off.
helpful. Well, it wouldn't be Sioux Falls unless they screwed up the face-off. Shocker.
Really picked up the pace now. Changing some, a couple personnel here and there. Face-offs is going.
Face-offs one. Zoko out towards the blue line. Here's Browdy with this one. Browdy into the corner. Browdy down low. Here's Soller with it in a scramble for Soller. Popped up into the air. Jeffress with this one. Jeffress sent off the boards and down ice. There you go. Tomko behind the net. Tomko. Mishandled there. Jeffress. Picked up towards center. Browdy. Soller feeds it off to Macrina. Macrina towards the blue line. Taken there by Browdy. Browdy on over across. Here's Zoko with this one. Zoko back Macrina through his legs. Out there for Browdy. That's what he likes. Browdy sends it on over to Zoko. Zoko to Browdy. Takes a shot. Got blocked there in front. Rebound Carr clears it. Well, he tried to clear it down, but it didn't get out. Pass across. Shot. Did Shea stop that? Holy smokes. Or did it just go wide? I mean, that was a wide open net. Wowie, wowie. If you missed that. Let's see. Zoko on. Yeah, Shea just made a big stop. Boy. You know, despite Sioux Falls scoring 4 goals on him tonight, he's made some pretty good saves. Prevent this from becoming a blowout. Which is helpful, if I do say so myself, but... 28 seconds left to go here on this power play. 14-12 left to go here in this third period. Gronkowski, shot got blocked, and Stanger, well, he tried clearing it. Now, nope, it's still not out. Betzold with that one. Betzold in the circle. Betzold out there, Prunty. Tries in the circle, tipped in front, went wide. And that'll be it for the power play. Puck will be cleared down ice. Olsen nicely done. Chuha scores.
Oh, they caught the Musketeers sleeping
Jeez
a little bit.
Louise.
Nice long pass.
Just like that,
And that's
5-1.
He's only played half the season. That's going to be goal number 6 on the night. And goal number 6 for him. Oh, excuse me, it's 5-1.
I was going to say, Curtis, what are you smoking? Like, come on.
The goal is going to be 6:26. And yeah, behind the 2D and with a nice
That
pass.
is not how you win hockey games like that.
Ever since he got to Sioux Falls, he's made an impact.
No kidding.
All right, face off. Musketeers. Gotta keep working. Here comes the Stampede skating up.
Yeah, well, and like I've said before, we've had crazy comebacks before, so this,
Trying to work after the Chuha again.
at least with this team, is still possible, so.
Grimes setting it up. Now here's Sioux Falls again. Sioux City.
We'll just say that. Here's a shot save made by Ryder Shea.
He'll take a face off to his right side. And try to get going on the other side. Time out on the ice, 13:08 left. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay.
6-1.
We'll take a break. We'll be back.
The Humbler is here. This is the way it's going to be, baby.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, let's get back into this one. 13:08 left to go here in this third. Sioux Falls up 5-1. Yeah, if this was any other team, you would probably say, you know, game's over with, forget it. But Marin shot save made by Shea. But with this Musketeers team, I mean, anything has been possible this year. Here's Schultz with this one. Schultz back out to Luke Gehry, cannot make the connection. Now it's Anderson, shot save, Fellberg's wrap around. Somehow he made the stop on that. That is just unbelievable. Here's Marin's. Well, at least you got that. Schultz with this one out towards center. Oh my God, really? Yeah, Luke Gehry's confused, and so am I. For what?
Luke Gehry's going, I really did not like the call as well. There's been some questionable calls, and I tell you what, guys have gone down really easy tonight, I'll say that.
Yeah, and this is why the league has been watching Sioux Falls as coach.
Let's see if we can get him good.
Oh, I was looking at Marin's. The play happened on...
I don't know who got the stick on it. I'm sure it looked like Lar.
Oh, yeah. Holpe, he might have been... He might have been acting a little bit. One more look at it. Maybe, maybe not. Now looking at that one. But whatever. It's just kind of funny how those things work sometimes, don't they? Puck will roll down into the corner. Grimes taken there by Jeffress out towards center. Here's Tomko shorthanded. Tomko shot saved by Feldbergs. Uh-oh, we got extras afterwards. Oh boy. Oh, and Tomko takes down Grimes. I love this. Well, Feldbergs is just an idiot, so I mean, shocker, I know, but
Goes on top of a Sioux Falls player right now. And we're going to see penalties here coming up. And there goes,
shocker.
Tomko, I guess.
Well, yeah. I don't know why they're putting Tomko in. If you're going to award a penalty to Tomko, you have to give one to someone from Sioux Falls. Like, I'm sorry, but... Well, though, in Feldbergs from the replay, he didn't even slash our guy. He slashed his own guy. Curtis did not say. Okay. I thought I heard Tomko say... Or not Tomko, but Curtis said this was going to be a 5-on-3. If that was the case, I really would have lost my mind.
Referee now talking with, I think they got a penalty on a Sioux Falls player.
I was going to say they should have. So they just handed a double minor for roughing.
On Grimes.
Oh, for God's sake. Really? Really? As if things couldn't get any worse for Sioux City tonight, the referee pulls that BS. Okay, I'm sorry. The attendance figure listed is 4,645. No, there's definitely not. Well, as they should, because why are you giving a double minor to Tomko? I mean, luckily enough, Sioux City will only have Sioux Falls will only have a 2-minute power play, so we'll luck out on that one.
That's a double minor. You would think it would put 4 minutes up there, 2 minutes up there. It would be 4 on 3, and then it would continue.
Well, now Potter just entered the box. Although I think he's probably serving part of the penalty.
It's this high-powered offense. Now you're down 5 on 3. That's a tough one. Time of the penalties, 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Sioux Falls will go 5 on 3 right now.
Wow.
You put the 4 up, then you'd go 4 on 3, and then as soon as the 2 expired, you would go back.
Well, no, the refs just don't know what the hell they're doing. That's what's...
Zoko on the draw.
What the frick ever.
Sioux City tried to find it.
Oh, no, Sioux Falls was already on the power play, so...
This is a big challenge here.
I can't. Like, this is literally upsetting Grimes with this one. Grimes wrap around in front. Shot was stopped there by Solomon. There you go. Clear it down ice.
Got it loose, and
We needed that.
knocked it out as well as he could in a perfect angle to get the clear. Here they come across.
Macrina with this one. Oh, offsides. Ha ha ha. Shut your mouth. Quit your crying. You're up 5-1. You have nothing to complain about. Macrina.
And here comes Sioux Falls. They're going to make a change.
You spoiled brat.
Their power play. They're going to come back with Betzel, Schultz, Rinkowski, Ullman. Here they come across. Left side Schultz looking in downhill. Drops it back to Zoko. Out on top now. Here's Rinkowski. He's been playing with no lead this time.
Okay. Here's Rinkowski with this one. Rinkowski taken down into the corner. Zoko rather. Excuse me. Zoko at the blue line. Zoko. One-time shot. Betzel got blocked. Betzel. Here's Zoko. Oh, good blocking out towards center. I love that. Oh, my goodness. Here's Betzold with this one. Betzold out towards the blue line. Omen. Back to Betzold. Betzold to Omen. On to Zoko. One-time shot, Rinkowski. Shot by Shea. It's cleared, but not out. There you go. Now we're to 5 on 4. So that's good. Shot out in front. They score.
And that's going to be a power play goal, 5 on 4.
Got Betzold.
Let's see who got that one. The big thing there is you really need it. I think it's going to be Betzel. That'll be his 15th goal of the season. You killed the first one, which was crucial, because if you don't, they'd still have the power play. But now, even strength, and now 6-1 on the RP Constructors scoreboard.
Just ridiculous.
Guys getting to the net. Let's see. Yeah, just made a nice little catch and release. But this 10:20 left.
Wow.
Period number 3. Sioux City still can't find a way to solve the stampede, especially with the added trade deadline guys that really helped them.
Well, it's not they can't find an answer. They can find an answer. They've been Sioux Falls twice this year. So clearly the answer is there. You just gotta get to it. So Curtis, you're not doing your job very good there. I'm sorry. D'Alessandro with it back behind the net. You know, it's just like last year with Lincoln that won the Anderson Cup. Half the meetings we played them, we beat them. So clearly we can win against the best in the league. Potter with this one at center. Potter. So let's not lie. Let's not lie or kid ourselves here. I hate that. I hate that when our announcer is against us. Marin's with it. Marin's a shot save made there by Shea. Holtby's shot went wide, and that one's covered up by Shea. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute.
6-1 is the score. Sioux City trails. Boyd played a terrific first.
My antiperspirant? Trying to use it the one I got now because it doesn't always work.
If your antiperspirant doesn't do what you hired it to, fire yours and hire ours. Right Guard antiperspirant. Get the drying agent that really helps keep you dry. Stops odor too.
Well, my antiperspirant works when my boss is in a good mood. Like, he was in a good mood about a year ago.
Then fire yours and hire ours. Ours is Right Guard.
There's one metal that could help you do a tough job better. Tungsten. That's why we put it to work in the tungsten steel Persona 74. This is the sharpest, longest-lasting razor blade made. And it's a fact. The shave you get is only as good as the blade you use. Sharper, longer-lasting than any razor blade made.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, 6-1. Sioux Falls in the lead right now. Puck sent out towards center. Luke Gehry with this one. Luke Gehry there for Ashton Schultz. Down low back behind the net. Taking there Luke Gehry in the circle. Gould tipped there in front. Schultz, here's the Anderson shot save made there by Feldbergs. Olsen takes a shot save made there by Feldbergs. Of course, we got extras going on afterwards, because why not? Sick and tired of Sioux Falls starting things up after the whistle. It's ridiculous.
Gotta work on things. Yeah, definitely have to try to come back in this one, but find ways to find offense. Find ways. You know, and honestly, I thought they played really good on the line rush. That's one thing they were concentrating on, but the end zone offense has been pretty darn good. Especially in the second period. The second period is crucial when four straight goals. There's the face-off, and Schultz.
Face-off's one. Well, yeah, you just got to take shots. Schultz's shot went up high. You just got to take all the positives you get out of each game versus Sioux Falls and combine them, and you're going to win. You're going to win a game. Shot save made there by Feldbergs. Uh-oh, extras afterwards. Jacobson. And I can't tell who that is. Schultz. Oh, and I think Jacobson might be getting something here. He might be in trouble. Yeah, I'm sorry. The attendant said 46-45. Yeah, I've seen a lot of empty seats. There's no way there's that many people. So Jacobson's getting a penalty, as he should, for being an ass, but... Oh, well, now Jacobson just got a double minor for roughing.
Just a few minutes ago. And Coach
Boy.
having a long conversation, not happy with the linesman right now.
Well, no, he shouldn't. I mean, at least they've made things even. I mean, I can appreciate from the refs. They've at least called things evenly tonight. So that's good. It's a step in the right direction, but
And then Sioux Falls has their penalty box open because they'll have to place another person. Linesman over there.
or maybe they don't want to.
He's trying to say something on a point right now that he didn't like.
My goodness.
Now the referee over talking with Coach Kirshner. He is really not happy with
No, you shouldn't.
on the ice.
You shouldn't be happy.
And now the linesman over there again
Oh my God.
with Coach Kirshner.
The linesman just needs to walk away. I mean, I'm sorry, but you can't let Kirshner get into your brain. And if you do, then you're a big moron. If you let him get to you. That just shows you how weak you are as well. Golly. Face-off's one. Here's Olsen back for Schultz. Or Gold, rather. Excuse me. Here's Olsen. Shot went wide. Well, it went wide then off the side of the net. Olsen out there for Gould. Gould back. Olsen, one-time shot. Got blocked there by Feldbergs. Back out for Shane Gould. On to Luke Gehry. Tipped. Olsen keeps it in. That's good. Olsen down low. Shot. Save, made, rebound! How did he save that? Somebody give Feldbergs a drug test. There's no way he could save some of these goals that he has saved tonight. I'm sorry, but that's just the honest truth. In fact, the league really does need to do some drug testing. Because even though they're mostly teenagers, I bet you there's some guys that are smoking the good stuff. So, smoking, doping, whatever. Well, no, and don't let the refs fool you, because they don't... They're mostly not going to call those things, that's why. So don't let them fool you. Botnay with it, Botnay. Picked up towards center, O'Leary. Off the boards down there into the corner. Behind the net, Feldbergs is there. Prunty with it. That one's cleared, I believe. Yes. Well, if the cameramen would follow that, then, you know, that would be good. Puck sent out towards center. Botnay down to 5. Here's a shot. Went wide of Feldbergs. No. I thought they had a double minor. What the hell? I thought we were going to have a power play for 4 minutes, not 2. Jesus, criminy. Well, might as well. With the way tonight's gone, I don't think it would matter anyway, but... Here's O'Leary on back. Booten with this one. Booten down low into the corner. Booten in a scramble for. Booten. Out towards the blue line through the stick of Christian Lyons and down ice. 6 minutes left to go here in this third. Sioux Falls with a 6-1 lead. Offsides, I guess.
Tomorrow, hopefully better results. But tomorrow is 6 o'clock right here in Sioux Falls. 5:45 is the pregame.
Well, this game isn't over yet. That's all I'm going to say.
Old Chicago and the watch party, and we're hoping for better. Or more goals, at least, because I think they're giving out 3 beers every time the Musketeers
Oh, okay.
scored 1 so far.
So apparently, yeah, they're having a watch party at one of the...
Here comes.
Uh-oh.
And now a pile on the ice.
I saw some equipment flying. Yeah, it looks like Martin actually dropped the gloves with, well, Wade Weil. I mean, he's a clown. One of the tops in penalty minutes in the league. I mean, that fight ended in 2 seconds. Like that. By the time the equipment came off, they were already both on the ground. So, jeez Louise.
Referee is now going to have a conversation with the linesman and see what they saw. I think Pavel, maybe a check from behind.
Well, I wonder if something happened to Wade Wile's nuts, because he just looked at it like that. Like,
Yeah, but Gary will skate out there and represent his team.
as he should. Well, everybody who plays out on the ice represents their team, Curtis. Like, that's kind of a dumb thing to say, but what do I know?
Linesman over at the Musketeer bench. Well, they have 1 referee tonight, so
Of course, that causes issues.
helping out in that fashion. We got 2 apiece up there right now.
Well, that's good.
Both linesmen over there at the Musketeer bench. Nice just to call it even. 1 on each. Let's just skip this 5:42 up. But
Well, that would be helpful.
coming in with the late
That'd be okay with me. I mean,
linesman at the Musketeer bench. Now the referee at the Musketeer bench.
now that just gets boring after a while. That really honestly does.
Coach Gerstner, he hasn't been happy with a few calls.
No, he shouldn't have.
And it continues. Right now, they only have 2 apiece. Linesman now over at the bench of Sioux Falls, and the referee over there as well.
Uh-oh.
Now he's going to each bench after a discussion to talk about what what the conversation was about. The penalties at the 14-18 mark. And now we're going to see a review, a challenge.
Uh-oh.
So we can't delay this anymore. Sioux Falls is challenging for a major penalty.
Why?
You know what, though? I don't mind challenging to find things out, but the challenge, we want to get this thing done. And it delays so much. I think Sioux Falls is challenged. Well, last time they got
Well, what's it gonna benefit? Like, at this point in the game, how is a challenge, if it goes right in their favor, how is that gonna benefit them? Yeah, they're trying any way they can to screw us.
He got away with that one, and now we got another challenge here.
Golly.
Got the linesman over there once again talking with Coach Gerstner. Well, the major penalty, and I'm not sure if was it the hit by Pavel.
Well, who the hell knows at this point? Like, golly.
It's a way, though. I mean, nothing's going to happen to Sioux Falls if they don't have the challenge. They lose their timeout, and no big deal.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, how is that gonna? What's the point?
Try to get a player out and out for tomorrow.
Exactly, and that's a dick move. That is such a dick move. I can't even explain. And if you want to be a dick, if you want to play that game, let's play it.
Going to Sioux Falls, it's all about now working it for tomorrow. now we'll add another 10-minute delay on it. This is where the frustration part of these games are. Is yeah, you can challenge or review and all that stuff, but if I take forever for them.
Exactly. And in this late in the game, when the game, well, at least maybe for some people, they think it might be over with. And if something like this isn't going to benefit either team, like, God, why would you do that? That is so freaking stupid.
I'd like to give them a 2-minute minor. I mean, to all coaches out there, go back to a 2-minute minor for challenges.
Well, I mean, that would. There you go. So Martinew's done.
Yeah, see, now Pablo's out for the game. No big deal tonight. But now
Sioux Falls' coach, you're a dick.
He's suspended for tomorrow. So it should be 4 on 4.
Yeah, stick your na-na-nas up your ass.
Now they don't have any penalties up on the board.
Jesus. Bro, and the guy that got hit from behind too, he got right back up on his feet. Like, if he gets right back up on his feet, then that shouldn't be a minor. Maybe a 2, but not a minor. Or it should be a minor, not a major. There we go. But like I said, if the Stampede want to be dicks, let's play that game. Let's play that game. I'll follow along.
Oh, but, you know, I always get annoyed when they don't drop the puck, you know, because they're always like getting out of position. When they drop the puck, Lard was like 5 feet behind their guy. Anyways, we're 4 on 4.
Yeah, see, now they're not wasting any more time, but
Slides it back, trying to work it as Nelson, looking for a centering pass. Who said he'll have the puck?
anyway, puck's taken back behind the net. I think some of the players on Sioux Falls realize how dumb that was, because they're slowing down a little bit. Betzold at the blue line. Betzold. Macrina. Well, at least. Well, I guess might as well talk about the standings now. Well, for now, Lincoln didn't play tonight, so that's good. So yeah, and then Tri-City, they play. Yeah, they're playing now against Chicago. Or wait, no, that was Youngstown. Sorry. Well, they lost to Cedar Rapids, so that helps us out standings-wise as well. So at least standings-wise, things are going to be unchanged, so that's good. So yeah, at least tonight's loss isn't going to affect us too much. Sioux Falls at full strength.
They're going to send it down the ice. This should be icing. It is on the Sioux Falls Stampede. So 3:33 left in this hockey game. 2:52 left in the major on the Musketeers and Pablo Martiner. And so penalty kill, back to the penalty kill, and they've given up one power play goal. Just at the conclusion of 5-on-3, I think the PK has been solid. They really did a nice job 5-on-3.
Yeah, well, special teams definitely the last 3 games, including this one. I mean, it's really been a very noticeable improvement. So that's good. Betzold there for Renkowski. Sends it off the stick of Shea down into the corner. Dyer. That'll be cleared all the way down ice. Prunty will hang on to this one. Prunty down there in the circle. Prunty out towards center. Betzold. 2:56 left to go here in this third period. Puck will be sent off the boards and down ice. Back behind the net, Feldbergs will handle this one. Prunty towards center. Prunty. Back to Betzold. Betzold crossing the blue line there for Renkowski. Omen sends it back behind the net. Omen there for Renkowski. Betzold takes this one out. Prunty shot. Might as well.
And it's a major, so no one comes out of the box. And goal number 7. I think that's going to be Prunty. I don't know. I thought maybe someone deflected.
I thought it was Prunty, but God if I know.
We'll see the replay on it to see.
Well, and I hope that this is a wake-up call for Sioux City. That's all I'm going to say.
Point-wise, time of the goal is going to be 17:50. So power play continues, of course, on the major. Yeah, I don't know if it was deflected. It was Prunty on top, whistles it down low, and he snuck one there.
Well, who cares whether he tipped it or not at this point?
So now down to 2:03 left in this hockey game. A minute 19 left in the power play. Sioux Falls poke check away. Here comes a break coming back the other
Luke
way.
Gary, shot save, rebound went behind the net. My goodness.
Luke coming close. Good scoring chance shorthanded. Down to a minute left in the major. Sioux Falls trying to get outside now. They finally come across. It's going to be
Well, Sioux Falls can't even get onside. That's shoot. Luke Gary clears it down. There you go.
40 seconds left in the major. Minute 20 left in this hockey game. Sioux City trails.
Of course, they show a replay while play's going on.
Sullivan can send it into the corner, chasing after it for the Stampede. Nelson. Musketeers, nice pressure by
Tomko got a stick up high on Macrina, as he should have. 1 minute left.
Just think, it was the second period and Sioux City was up.
Yeah, well, and that can't happen, though. Jeffress shot, save made by Feldbergs. I mean, you have to play almost a flawless game against Sioux Falls if you want a shot to win. And that's kind of a sad truth, but that's just the way it is sometimes. Uh-oh, 2 bitches. On the screen, 2 bitches.
7 seconds left in the major.
Bailey will take the draw with Chuha. Yeah, Chuha can chew my... Okay, well, we're going to get explicit here quick. That's all I'm going to say if we keep that up. Yes. Except we'll be on at 5:30 Eastern instead of 6:45 Eastern time. We'll be on at 5:30. So there you go. We'll be on like way early for a Saturday, and then we'll get off the air about, because usually it's about 11:15, between 11 and 11:30 Eastern time, and we'll probably be off the air tomorrow night, 11:30, or excuse me, between 10:30 and 11. So yeah. It'll be a somewhat early night tomorrow night, I guess you can say. Unless, of course, what VCU and Illinois goes to a million overtimes. Oh, we've only had the one overtime game between Santa Clara and Kentucky today, so who knows? You never know. You never know. Puck rolls back behind the net of Feldbergs.
Offense here to finish it off on a bright note. D'Alessandro digs in.
14 seconds left to go. D'Alessandro with this one. D'Alessandro down to 10. Here's Bailey with this one. Bailey, 5 seconds left to go. And that will do it. 7-1. Boy, that was a tough one.
Comes away with a big win. Their 18th win in a row. They beat your Musketeers 7-1.
Yeah, showboating on your ice. God, at least have some kind of sportsmanship inside you freaking idiots. Good Lord. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Well, no, we're actually going off the air. So we'll see you tomorrow afternoon, 5:30 Eastern Time. Join us for that. Bye-bye.